2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. We're just about to begin our coverage of this exciting event. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, what's on the minds of these players today?
Look, at the end of the day, these players want one thing and one thing only, and that's their Corn Ferry Tour card. And to do that, they need to finish up in the top 50 at the end of the event.
Well, I'm looking forward to today, that's for sure. Oh, that was pure. Second shot here on the first. And this from the greenside rough. Very crafty, that shot.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
And he needs this to save par. He's currently tied for 12. Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Players want to take out any club, driver, three, whatever it takes, to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in two. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie fours are always a good score on this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. Rich, being a big Boston sports fan, love being here in Beantown. And look, TPC Boston's a great venue for any championship. We've had some great winners here in the past, the likes of Tiger Woods, Ricky Fowler, Justin Thomas. This golf course, it gives, but it also takes.
Look at the list of winners you just mentioned. What do they have in common? A, they're really gritty competitors, but B, they're super good, reliable ball strikers. I think that this golf course is sneaky, demanding. Whoever wins this week is certainly going to earn it on this relatively, seemingly benign, but sneaky hard golf course.
Uh-oh, there's water over there. This is their 5th shot.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
That's going to find the water, sadly. Time for their 7th shot.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
And he's safely on the green. Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. Ooh, right by the hole. 8 feet to the cup. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just a short putt remaining here. And that's now 5 over for the round. Time now to forget the horrors of the last and focus on this next tee shot.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie 2s, but par 3s should be had.
Looks like a lovely little draw there. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Looking for the draw, but not finding it.
Ooh, that almost went down. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for par.
Was on a good line. Putting for bogey. Okay, steady now. 2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q-School Final. It's time to get underway, so let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam.
Looking forward to getting into the action here, Luke.
That's heading into the rough, I think. Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Oh, no. This is nasty. Just no.
Nicely done. This one's for birdie. Oh, just missed. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
Starting the round at even par.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
He's currently tied for 14th.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Second shot on the second. Going with the 8-iron here. And here we are with the third shot. Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
You always like that on long putts when you just have to go ahead and tap it in stress-free. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Teeing off here at the third hole.
Just one bunker surrounds the screen. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
Going with the hybrid.
I don't know if they meant to do that.
He's found the surface. Good chance here.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
That'll sting a bit. An opportunity to make their par. Nice little putt to hole, that one. So no movement there. The player remains at even par. The fourth at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Well struck. players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. Time now for the fourth shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This one's for bogey. Trailing by 7 after that hole. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Seems like they've got an abundance of swing thoughts going on there. Perhaps paralysis by analysis. Ooh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough. Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Well, by my estimation, they're looking at 110 here.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Wow, did this come out beautifully. What a shot from that nasty lie. Should be proud of that.
This putt for par here. That was a gallant attempt. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This is what they have left for bogey.
The putt goes in, and that's back-to-back bogeys.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Going with the 7. That should find the sand. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Well, trying to draw that one in there, but not committing to it, leaving it out.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
No, that's too bad. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
On a nice line.
Yep, well holed for bogey. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. We've arrived at a par 5.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
That's a good-looking shot there from around 180 yards out. Going with the 6-iron here. This one heading towards the green. A wonderful shot here at the 7th and sets up another birdie chance.
So far, so good.
That's frustrating. Big putt for par coming up. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Wow, what a shot. 4 feet to the cup. Well, that'll play. Currently at 2 over par. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their 2nd shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
And choosing the 8-iron here. This would be a great up and down. We can't make them all. Go tap it in. Well hold. Let's move on. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Well, right now they should be pleased. They're playing awfully well. They've put themselves in good position to get their Korn Ferry Tour card. But let's face it, 9 holes left. Pressure packed, to say the least.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Ooh, yeah, no, not where they wanted to go. This one's left.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh, so close. This is a par putt. This one's dialed in. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead on the tee of a par 3.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Going with the 5-wood.
Yeah, oh no, this one's left.
Bad got a little out of control, I think.
Well, he tried to fade it in there, but just didn't commit to it.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. 7 feet to the cup. That's pretty tidy. And nicely holed. Now 7 shots behind after that. We have a par 4 on this one.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Getting ready to play their third. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. He has this putt to save his par.
Looking really good.
Oh, what a big putt to make that one. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Trailing by 7 after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 13th.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
Going with the 5-iron here. Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
And in it goes for the par. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. That's a smart option. Back into the fairway. And here we are with the 3rd shot. And here we are with their 4th. sitting at 2 over par. Didn't that look good for a long time? This putt is from 14 feet.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Surely it's going to.
Yeah, you'll take that. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
That lie was so bad, I didn't think they'd be able to get it anywhere near there.
This putt coming up is for birdie. Ouch, that hurts. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
And there it is. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. We find ourselves on a par 3 here.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
We need this one to bounce right. Good shot there. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole.
That will drive you bats.
Currently at 4 over for the day. Time to face a par 4 now.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston, I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in two by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
Oh, dear. Can he get out of here?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. Oh, so close. And this one is for bogey. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston can be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green. Big deep bunker right and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have sixes and sevens.
Atta boy, good shot. And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Wow, what happened there?
Missing it short there. They will definitely be upset.
This putt is for a final score of 76. This is buckets. And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Korn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Korn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul-searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full-time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, I'm sure that wasn't what this player had in mind for this event, but hopefully there's something better in their immediate future.
Yeah, that is putting it very gently there, Luke. Not very much happening at all in this player's game this week.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. 2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to this year's Q School Final. Without further ado, let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. I'm Luke Elvey, delighted to be alongside 2002 PGA champion Rich Beam.
Luke, I'm ready to get going into this one.
Oh, well played. Time for the second shot into the first. Needs this one to kick right. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Looking really good, this one. The old hammer hands putt. Putting for par. So it'll be a par to start their round.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
Time to tee off at the second.
Players looking to make 4 here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
Oh, great swing there. Opting for the 5-wood.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Well, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup.
Oh, you know you want to.
That's disappointing. Par putt coming up here. It never feels nice. A 3-putt par here. He's currently tied for 9th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Going with the hybrid. Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. That is hunting for the hole. Oh, that's a ripper.
That is a huge sigh of relief there, Luke. Finally gets one to go.
That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Currently 1 under for the round.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The 4th at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Not bad. And this putt to move into a tie for second. And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies. And that will take him to 2 under. Time to face a par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Oh, a Shankopotamus has appeared out of nowhere.
Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here.
Pretty good shot there.
Playing from around 160 yards. 1 stroke off the lead. Going with the 8-iron here. That's a little wayward.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
Oh, that's a fantastic attempt, especially from that distance, but it didn't quite drop. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Opting for the 5-iron. Just off the fairway in the first cut.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Outstanding approach shot. 11 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par here.
If it's up, it could be in. Just didn't drop. And this one will be for bogey. Back-to-back bogeys is never nice, but in she goes.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Here we have a long par 5.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Second shot here on the 7th.
Nicely done.
Even for the day. Just outside the top 10 on the leaderboard. This one's headed towards the rough. Playing their fourth shot. 3 shots off the lead. A spot in the top 10 awaits if they can make this putt. Go to your home ball. Go to your home. Oh, well played. And what a way to jump into the top 10. He's currently tied for 10th. This hole is a par 3.
Par 3, bunkers left and right, not an easy par 3.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. And that was a bit of a misfire.
Well, they wanted to hit the fade, and unfortunately, they didn't.
Okay, so that's step 1, but now got to hold a mid-range putt. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. It's tracking. And that's a good make in the end. Certainly helped them fight back from a difficult position.
In the bunker with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
Here we are at the final hole on the front 9.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
No, that's not the shot they wanted. Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut. This is not sitting nicely.
Going with the 5-iron here. That's the right option. Put it back in play. Getting ready to play their third. 4 strokes off the lead. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Ooh. This next putt is for bogey. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Well, right now they should be pleased. They're playing awfully well. They've put themselves in good position to get their Korn Ferry Tour card. But let's face it, 9 holes left. Pressure packed, to say the least.
That's not the shot he was hoping for. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Yeah, that one will play. This putt, a chance to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard.
This one's tracking.
That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole. And with that now, back to level par. Here we are in front of a par 3.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Okay, let's get those two important things back, timing and tempo. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Needed to put some draw on that one, but just couldn't get it dialed in.
And here we are with the third shot. 5 shots off the lead. Hope you're not developing a little glitch there. Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. Teeing off here on the 12th hole.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck.
Oh, the old snapperoni pizza.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely.
Nicely done. Sitting at 2 over for the day. Not a bad play, that one. 15 feet to the cup. And that putt just was never hit hard enough.
Wow, shocking to say the least. How do you miss that?
Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. This hole's a tough 2-shotter, a long par 4.
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in 2, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
Well played, mate. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That doesn't look good, Rich. Bit too far right for my liking. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
This is their look at birdie.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. That's tracking. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Let's see what happens here at the 14th.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole.
That swing looked a little jerky from where I'm sitting. Well, this rough looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it? Well, that's not ideal. Finding the trees. Getting ready to play their third. Time now for the fourth shot. Going with the pitching wedge here. This one is right down the pipe. That's well played. Pin high. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. That will work. And now at +4 for the round.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
Par 4, 421 yards. A lot of fun can be had here, but be careful of the green. It'll get you if you're not careful.
Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. Playing from around 110 yards out. Going with the 9-iron, I think. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Straight out of the top drawer.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Now 8 shots back after that hole. Time to play one of the one-shotters.
Par 3. I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
Opting for the 6-iron. Oh, this would be handy if it could bounce right. That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
How good would that have been if it had dropped? Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Welcome to the tee of a par 4.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
That's some good golf right there. Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston, I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in two by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
Good sounding strike, that one. Oh, what a wonderful shot into the 17th, and sets up another putt inside birdie range. Ooh, nice line. The dreaded shove always hurts on the greens. Putting for a par here. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have 6s and 7s.
That's not the one he wanted. And here we are with the third shot.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Okay, steady now. this putt for a final score of 75. And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB.